Welcome, students. This is your third project. This is Ezra and
Eden.
Just turned 5 2 days ago. Let's tell you what is in the contents of the bag.
These are the 4 sticks of wood
Great.
in the square piece of wood. And the tiles.
You should have ground up grout, some tile glue, wood glue, and a popsicle stick with blue masking tape.
All right, we're going to start with the square piece of wood and your 4 sticks. Notice on the square piece of wood, you'll probably have one side that looks nicer than the other. One important thing is to make sure that the not as nice looking side is faced up so that the tiles go on there, and then underneath it'll look pretty nice. You will be using the wood glue and your 4 sticks as well as this piece here. I want you to look at these sticks. Notice that kerf in the middle, which is actually called a dado. Vocab word. The dado is not exactly in the center. In fact, it's a little off center. So what I want you to do is make sure you align all of your pieces of wood where the dado is closer to the top. You've identified the good piece of wood, put that down. A smaller piece of wood towards the top. And first we're just going to fit these pieces and make sure it all looks good once we get it together. So if a corner doesn't look good, press in different directions to make it work. It may not be absolutely perfect, but our glue is going to make up the difference. I would feel and make sure these feel pretty flush. You may want to take a pencil at this stage and mark that this is top of each piece so that when you go to glue it, it's noticeable. All right, as you can tell, Ezra has labeled the 5 things so that when he goes to glue it, he's going to remember. These are the top pieces. So now that we've dry fit it, we've written top on it in all directions, and we can just sand that off, not a problem. You're going to actually get your glue tape, and when you feel like a corner looks really good, you're going to take some glue tape, maybe just about 2 inches, tear it off, and you're going to put it on the pine and wrap it around nice and tight. Okay? So when I say that it's supposed to look good, there shouldn't be much of a gap or any gap right there. We actually only taped 3 sides, and so that we can open it up. And this may happen to yours since it's been sitting around for 2 weeks. It may have a skin on the top, okay? And that skin is not going to glue super well, so you can kind of move that skin off. Actually still pretty good. And you can use your finger to put glue on, or you can use the popsicle stick provided. The key is to get a lot of glue on your corners, okay? These are the miters, and the end grain needs a lot of glue. So we're going to smother a lot of glue on there. And then we're also going to put some glue in the dado so that the plywood piece also provides structure to hold this in. Notice we have this on, this is something that we don't mind getting dirty or messy. This is not a tablecloth, this is actually our art cloth. So one nice thing to do is to just lay it all like this. And that gives you access to all the joints that you need to glue. Okay, good teamwork. And if you have people at home that want to work on this as well, feel free to include them. You want to try and make sure you don't get too much glue on the bottom edge because that will be visible. If glue gets on this top edge, it will be covered by tile or grout. So, no problem. Now that we have it pretty well dialed in, we're going to go ahead and stick the the square piece in. Remember, it says top there. We want to make sure the tops all line up. So our tops are written here, top is written there. So Ezra, If you could turn it so that the tops line up and stick it into one of the pieces. If you did a good job on glue, you'll see some glue squirting out, which you can sand off, no problem. And there will be no gaps on your miter, so that gap needs to go away. If that gap opened up, you can also reapply the tape. So pull it back, squeeze it tight, and then reapply the tape tighter.